we spent roughly every month between $10,000 and $13,000 to live.
You couldn't spend that if you wanted to
in the
here.
US. But here, I mean,
Bro, what? See what? Bro, where were they? Where are they living to spend 13,000? Like, what was y'all doing, bro? Alright, guys. So on the main channel, I decided to check out groceries in South Africa compared to groceries in America, and the difference was actually crazy. It was actually crazy. So today we're gonna be checking out other, not only Americans but Europeans, people just living abroad in South Africa, to see what they think about the price differences of, you know what I'm saying, where they're from and staying in South Africa or just visiting South Africa. We're about to go ahead and check this out together, guys. Y'all new here, hit that sub button, like the video for your boy.
Everyone's talking about how amazing South Africa is right now. The views, the beaches, the food, the prices. And suddenly it feels like every American is here, especially in Cape Town. I open my phone and I can't escape it. There's iShowSpeed in Cape Town. There are American YouTubers trying Goda. There are TikToks about living like a king in South Africa. And there are comments about how cheap it is here.
Cape Town is so cheap, man. It's insane.
And that's the problem, because what's cheap for them is becoming unaffordable for us. At first it feels exciting. Cape Town looks global now. People are discovering us. South Africa feels seen. But then rent goes up. Groceries cost more.
Hold on. I understand what she's saying. You know what I'm saying? I feel her. But why does it have to be Americans, bruh? There was all types of Europeans before Americans. There was other people who came to South Africa before Americans. Yeah, we coming to visit, check y'all out, you feel me? But hey, Europeans have been here. Europeans have been here. I don't know the you know what I'm saying, the underlying, the Americans, bruh. Europeans have been in South Africa, y'all.
Start pricing in dollars instead of rents, and suddenly locals are being pushed out of the very city they were born in. This video is not about Americans, it's not about iShowSpeed, and it's not about tourists coming for a holiday. This is about what happens when a city becomes affordable to foreigners but unaffordable to its own people. This is about how Cape Town is slowly turning into a playground for visitors, while locals are told to move further out if they can't keep up. So let's talk about why Americans are coming to South Africa, why Cape Town is their favorite place, and why this trend might look good online but be very bad.
But to be honest, that's the reality of a major city or a huge city or a tourist spot in anywhere in the world, not just Cape Town. You look at New York, it's very, very expensive to live in New York, y'all. Yes, it looks nice, it's beautiful. But to live in New York or to live in somewhere like, I don't know, Alabama, Arkansas, Missouri, you know what I'm saying? These other states to live in. New York is very, very expensive, y'all. Very, very expensive. You go out to LA, super expensive, bruh. You go to Miami, expensive, bruh. Like major cities anywhere in the world, not even just South Africa. Cape Town, yes, it might be expensive to the people who live there, but hey, their target market is somewhere in the world. You know what I'm saying? It might be expensive for your casual American to live in New York, but their target market is somewhere in the world, bro. Same thing. Same. Actually, let me ask ChatGPT Tizzle. Let me ask my boy ChatGPT Tizzle. All right, here's my boy ChatGPT Tizzle. Are prices going up? All right, let's see. Short answer, yes. American tourists and digital nomads are definitely part of the pressure, but they are not the only reason. Cape Town prices have been climbing fast, especially in places like Sea Point, Greenpoint, Garden, City Bow, and the Atlantic Seaboard. Recent reporting show property prices are up about 31% over 5 years, roughly double other major SA metros. Short-term rentals, Airbnb effect, of course. Digital nomads earning in USD. That's me, guys. I'm a digital nomad. Hi, how are you? Foreign buyers. Okay. So, yes, prices are going up. Is this a regular... Hold on, how can I word this, y'all? Is this a regular thing to happen compared to other cities, compared to other major touristy cities in the world? For example, let's say New York, and let's say somewhere else. Not even just New York. Let's do another country. Let's do Italy, bro. I don't know. The first thing that came out, I don't know why Italy. Yeah, bro, this is actually a very normal pattern in major global tourist cities. Cape Town is not unique at all. What's happening here, there follows this Any playbook as places like New York City, Barcelona, Lisbon. Okay, this is where I'm getting at right here. New York City, Barcelona, Lisbon, Rome, and Florence. The only difference is Cape Town's income gap makes the pain feel sharper. The global tourist city cycle. Cities become globally trendy. Great weather, lifestyle, food, scenery, social media hype. Foreign tourists, remote workers flood in. Short-term rentals explode. Locals get priced out of prime areas. Government reacts late compared to New York, has gone through this for years. New York City has gone through this for years. Manhattan, parts of Brooklyn became unaffordable. Airbnb rules got much stricter. Lots of locals blame tourism, investors, foreign buyers. Neighborhoods like Williamsburg changed fast. So the reason why it feels louder in Cape Town is because the rand makes it cheap for foreigners. The city is visually Instagram perfect. Facts. The best areas are limited by Table Mountain, ocean. So yeah, basically what I was saying, guys. Cape Town is not the only city who has went through or is going through this type of thing. You know what I'm saying? This is a worldwide thing. Even New York City, you know what I'm saying? Places like these, it's gonna cost more for people for your regular people who live in the country. It's gonna cost more for you to live in that city. You know what I mean? Like it would cost me to live for me to live in New York, it's gonna cost way more for me to live in New York City than it is for me to cost for me to live in Kentucky or wherever I'm from. Yeah, I just wanted to compare that, bro. I just wanted to compare that, but let's keep going.
60 Rand? 60 Rand for an energy drink?
60 Rand for it.
60 Rand? That's crazy. Just from the prices I got energy. Back in South Africa, you see that? About 2 for 30. This is like 75% off from America. The same damn thing. Ooh. Not
That's
going back to
crazy.
that for a while.
That's crazy. Hey, and I heard Thailand is very, 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 very cheap as well. Thailand is very, very inexpensive, bro.
So you guys been telling me to tell you guys things that have shocked me while I've been out here. Well, you wouldn't be able to buy those in America just right off the counter.
Hold on, what is that?
They keep those locked away in the back from all the junkies. Like,
Hold on, bro. Hold on. Why are you buying needles? That's concerning that South Africa you could just easily just go buy needles. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's very concerning. You can just go buy needles like this? You can just go and get needles?
be able to do this in America. Too many junkies.
Too many
You guys been
junkies, bro. I'm
me to
telling
tell
you.
guys things that have shocked me while I've been out here. Well, you wouldn't be able to buy those in America.
Bro, I've been to a lot of clicks and discount. I've never noticed that there's actually just needles just out in the open like that. That's actually pretty crazy, bro. I never knew that.
I know how much we were spending per month in the US just to live. And we spent roughly every month between $10,000 and $13,000 to live.
You couldn't spend that if you wanted
in
to
the
here.
US. But here, I mean,
Bro, what? See what? Bro, where are they living to spend 13,000? Like, what was y'all doing, bro? I wonder how much my sister spends a month, bro. $13,000, y'all. I wonder how much my mom. I wonder how much they spend a month. I was never spending $13,000 a month when I lived in the U.S., bro. They must be from like a major city, bro, like L.A., New York, Miami. I don't know, bro. 13,000. What are they doing, bro?
he's talking in rand. We're not spending hardly anything per month.
She buys the food, but I think overall USD it's about $3,000 USD, and that's on the high end. If you know,
That includes
yeah. And keep in mind that we have more than one car. We have
They live off of $3,000 a month here in SA.
several, and so with the insurances on the house, everything, our health insurance, because health insurance is a big thing. They have an amazing health system here in South Africa, and then when they come back, they're like, wow.
Bruh, I feel like honestly, y'all, I feel like every country has a better health insurance than the US, bro. Our health insurance is through the roof, bro. I think that's the most expensive thing in the US. That might be why a lot of their expenses is going towards insurance, bro. House insurance, car insurance, health insurance. Fam, there's just insurance, bro. It's very expensive. So between her and her husband, health insurance, her and her husband, I don't know how many cars they got, but they have to pay car insurance on all the cars. Look at me pocket watching, but I'm just trying to understand the $13,000 that they spending each month. But it has to be off. A lot of it has to be the insurance for sure. Hey, don't underestimate them. Hey, that insurance is very expensive. So I feel like anywhere in the world has better health insurance than US, bro. Way better. It's just expensive, man. If you have an emergency, you have to take an ambulance. That ambulance ride is going to be cost you over $1,000, bro. At least close to it, if not more than $1,000 for that ambulance ride.
It's like less than half, and I get more. So the cost of living is very, very affordable here. On my retirement pay, I can actually live pretty well.
See, that's nice. That's nice.
You need to buy a decent house in South Africa. Stop wasting thousands in the US.
Bro, 35,000 for this crib right here?
You need to buy a decent house in South Africa.
Bro, this same house in the US, at least close to $100,000, y'all. No lie. No lie. At least close to 100,000. Definitely depend on the area, depending on where you at. At least. This is a $35,000. This is a car. You know what I'm saying? This is a brand new Mustang. I don't know. Whatever car. This is $35,000. Bro, a house $35,000. Yeah, right, bro. Hey, if somebody could show me a house priced at $35,000.
As a Black American living here in South Africa, having a home like this was just a dream in America.
Big Spooder.
Coming from me, St. Louis, Illinois. But I was able to retire medically, and now I'm here, what you call living a soft life. You understand? I'm walking through pillars and shit like I'm a Roman emperor. But yeah, for the amount that I'm paying here, it'll cost me like 3 times as much in the States.
That's crazy, bro.
I get to walk the streets without being harassed in a white neighborhood because my police are black.
That's crazy, bro. And that's a real thing, y'all, in the States, man. Like, because you live in a white neighborhood, they'll probably look at you funny, like you might be doing something illegal to live in this neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Like, they'll look at you like, what you doing to be able to afford to live in this neighborhood? You feel me? That's how they'll look at you, bro. But nah, this is crazy, man.
Y'all came for a girl. I have so many comments. I'm gonna get to everyone. But
I always wanted to know this, y'all.
So no, they don't do lobola in America. African Americans don't do that.
Oh yeah,
I'm sure
yeah.
you
No,
guys
we
know
don't. We
this by
don't.
now.
We don't. Yeah.
I'm just gonna say in case you didn't know this. But African people, I find they go back to Africa and they have their weddings, and then no matter what race they marry, they make the guys still pay lobola. I've had people that have said that they've done it through technology, either over the phone or texting, that vibes. So yes, even the guys from America still have to pay lobola if they marry black girls.
Look, guys, I am more than willing to, you know what I'm saying? I'm with the culture. I'm hip with the culture, bro. If this is what I gotta do, then this is what I gotta do, bro. You know what I'm saying? This is exactly what I gotta do. I'm not running from this at all. You feel me? So yeah, that's my 2 cents. That's how I feel about it. If I came here, you feel me? I came here and found you here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna respect your culture and what you do and what you believe in. So if that's what you do, then that's what I'm doing. You feel me?
Y'all see how the cost of living is so much cheaper out here. Okay, y'all, so I gotta show y'all they cereal aisle. So they cereal aisle is basically like a couple shelves. It's only this. Y'all know in America we have
The whole aisle, bro.
of cereal.
Yeah.
Please look at this guy's responses to South Africans in his video comments. He says, by the time you can afford my plane ticket back to America, I'll have a whole family here. So he's busy indirectly calling South Africans broke in the comments. And then he acts like he knows more about our politics than we know about South African politics. This is hilarious to me because these people could not even fight their own government. They could not even collectively stand up against Trump. But what they could do is move across the globe to a country they don't even have any historical ties to and aid in the gentrification of that country, along with their fellow white Westerners. And these are the people that we're supposed to say are our brothers and sisters from the West. Brother and sister from the West, Yamasepa. When people literally are using their Western privilege and the power of the dollar or the pound or the euro to actively aid in the removal of indigenous South Africans from their land. Excuse me. Brother and sister Yognuga, bruh.
This is a terrible take, guys. It's a terrible take. Like, she chose this video out of all the positive videos that there are of Americans in South Africa. She chose this guy in this video to make a stitch on about, I'm not even about to, I'm not about to waste my time. But look, I'm gonna make more of these type videos, man. I'm gonna make more of these type videos. I'm actually gonna find a lot of people who are complaining and make a video about that to give my own 2 cents. I think that's what I'm gonna do next, guys. Let me know if you guys want that. I hope you guys do my reaction, my commentary. Stay tuned, FC.